am so excited to say hello again. Welcome to another segment. And by the way, if you only catch this halfway through my welcome, don't worry about it. It's much better than when I go like this for a long time thinking, did it start yet? We're using YouTube Live and it says, you're live. And then it says, no, you're live now. And then it says, live. So that's why that keeps happening. You just got to go with me on that. You got to forgive me. There's another thing I got to tell you about. When I say it's all share, no sell, that doesn't mean we don't tell you about our stuff. That doesn't mean I don't say I have a new book out called The 7 Senses of Leadership, and I want you to go get it on Amazon. What that means is, much like when you go shopping for a car and you're walking around on the lot and you say, oh, I'm just looking. We just want you to have the information of what's available. But now we're going to share what we know, and hopefully we'll inspire you. If you're listening, you hear music in the background. What I'm so excited about in today's segment is that I've been looking and looking and looking for the perfect people to bring to you that I can share with you that show and, well, that prove that leadership can be done with music, that music leads the brain somewhere. It's actually called entrainment, and your brain is forced into a state by music. So when you listen to something sad, you're sad. And when you listen to something like you're listening to now that's motivational, inspirational, joyous, you become joyous, motivated, and inspired. I can't think of a better person to interview on this segment of the virtual leader. See, I should have done warm-ups. Okay, the virtual leadership summit called Seeking the Path. Please, Janie Liday, sit down. I want to make sure we see you good, so let's do this. Oh, okay. Because her guitar is big, and we want to see it. All right. All right. So I'm Lynette Louise, the Brain Brown, in case you forgot.
Oh, and Louise, is that your middle name or your
That's
last
my
name?
last name. It was
my middle name is Louise. So I'm Janie Louise.
Oh my God, Janie Louise and Lynette Louise.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I want to let Janie talk to you just for a few minutes about her world, her sense of leadership, and how her music fits into that.
Well, I am Janie Liday. Okay. I am an author, a speaker, a singer-songwriter, and a retired teacher. I taught music in high schools, in middle schools, and a little bit in the elementary schools for 26 years in Alaska. So I stepped out of the classroom 5 years ago because I saw the impact that music was having on my students and what it was doing to enhance their lives. And I kept hearing this whisper say, step out of the classroom and make the world your classroom, because you're having an impact that should be global. Kids that were failing their classes got involved with music, either my guitar class or the choir. And suddenly their teachers were saying, what are you doing? Because these kids are showing up now. These kids their grades are elevated. Their attitudes have changed, and success was happening in their lives because of music.
No.
Well, okay.
Because of the kind of music and the way you were using the music. Okay, so remember I said that music entrains the brain? So if she was in front of her class going, and everything sucks, right? You would not have a class that's getting more successful, although they might be showing up more.
Well, yeah.
So it's important to understand that music's actually hugely forceful for the brain. It really does put you into a place that's different than inviting your brain to go there. It says, I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to make you sad. And it really can do that. So what you did was you used your music well. And so now you're going to help people by using your music well. That's very exciting. You have an Emmy, right?
I do.
Oh, you got to tell them. They got to plug that.
Well, so in 2004, I wrote a song called Change of Heart, which is a song about tolerance. And I taught it to my swing choir in like a 4-part harmony. And I was asked to do this for a public service announcement. And we were having some issues with some hatred in our community. And I was asked to help with that. So we did the song, we recorded it. It was for a PSA that was supposed to last, 30 seconds for 3 months. And they ran it for the full 90 seconds, and it's been going for 10 years.
Oh my.
So in 2004, it won 2 Goldie Awards, which is the highest you can win in Alaskan television. And they called me and they said, well, if you win a Goldie, you can be nominated for an Emmy. Would you like to do that? I'm like, well, no, shucks.
No, pass. I don't want. Who needs an Emmy?
Yeah. So, and this is following our music program actually won a Grammy Award a couple of years prior to that.
Wow.
So it was like, yay.
Everybody.
And, yeah. So yes, in 2004, I was able to go down with my husband and my son. We drove down the Alcan because we live in Alaska. And won the Emmy for that.
Wow, that's exciting. We're at an event, by the way. We're at Craig Duswald's event. It's fantastic. We're having a great time. That's how I got to meet her. And that's why we're in a very different environment than usual. So my brain is still here. But other than that, you're just going to have to forgive like the weird shapes and things that are here. Just look beyond it and look at this beautiful woman and what she has to share. So I ask 3 questions of each person, and I'm going to challenge you to try to answer at least one of them in song.
Okay.
So I'm interviewing people, comedians, musicians, marketers. I mean, from all walks of life, billionaires, 100 millionaires, multimillionaires at a lower level, and people who are just proving that they really are so motivated that you can see they're on their way. So we're doing all of that and putting it together in this wonderful summit.
Very cool.
And everyone answers these 3 questions. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. First question is, what's your definition of leadership?
Oh boy. My definition of leadership is, this is so off the cuff, but I mean, leaning into your own gift in such a way that you can empower others through your example.
Perfect.
Oh, yay! I just came up with that. I'm going to have to re-listen to this so I can remember. Well,
I'll say it to you because it's awesome. Leaning into your gift in such a way that you can empower others through whatever the rest was. But I love the whole leaning into your gift. I love that so much. So let's hear a little of you leaning into your gift, because one of the things, first of all, I'm jealous. Years ago, I thought I'm going to write a book. And I'm going to put my CD in the book. And I'm going to do all these things, right? And so, but everybody's like, no, that's stupid. So my CD's separate and my book's separate. And then you're up there talking about your book and your CD coming together. So I'm like jealous and proud of you all at the same time. Go ahead and tell them a little bit about that before I give the last 2 questions. And you can share a little song if you want.
Okay. So the book is called Leap of Faith, 8 Daily Habits to Power Up Your Leap. And it's all about really finding your gift, and then leaning into it, losing that fear, and expecting like blessings and miracles in your day. If you want something, you act as if you're absolutely going to have it, or that you already have it, and it's just a matter of opening your eyes and seeing it. So, you see because you believe. And so each chapter ends with a song that relates to the message. And I have 8 guest authors. So if you're interested in finding out about those people, you can go to janieliday.com. And I have a beautiful foreword written by actor and director Glenn Morshower.
That's awesome.
And Johnny Cash's son even wrote me a quote. John Carter Cash wrote me a quote for the book. So do you want me to just play like a little bit of a song?
This is a leadership summit. When I saw you talk, you talked about how the miracles come. You have this certain opportunity. You have this certain challenge, and somehow the universe helps those things to intersect when you take action and when your mindset is correct. And I can verify that like with a zillion stories myself. In fact, I loved the as if, because I work with brain disorders internationally, and when someone can't speak, I often say, act as if, talk to them as if they fully understand, and then simplify in case they don't. So I do as if and then simplify because I'm talking about brain disorders. But the as if is the power. And
well, then I will play abundance.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, abundance is all about that we create our own day rather than our day creating us. And that abundance truly does, exist all around us.
Everywhere.
Yes, so this is abundance. inspired by Marian Amen, Cindy Baldwin, and actually Cindy Baldwin co-wrote the lyrics with me. So. Abundance does grow on trees. It runs in the grass and it swims in the seas. It is the ocean, sun and the breeze. Abundance does grow on trees. Create your day rather than your day creating you. Abundance does grow on trees. Blessings and miracles every single day. Abundance does grow on trees. And we create our own reality. We could be a mighty oak, if that is what we're called to be. We are royal, we are epic, beyond our wildest dreams. It's in the now we have the power. Every minute of every hour, the power is lined up with what we're called to do. It's in the now we have the power. Create your day rather than your day creating you. Abundance does grow on trees. Blessings and miracles every single day. Abundance does grow on trees. And we create our own reality. We could be a mighty oak, if that is what we're called to be. We are royal, we are epic, beyond our wildest dreams. Abundance does grow on trees. Abundance does grow on trees. Abundance does grow on trees.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And if you don't feel motivated to go out there and create your own day, you guys are silly and you are like hard-hearted or something and you weren't listening well. No, that's really, really beautiful. But it's also a beautiful message and probably answers the next two questions.
Oh, good, good.
But let's see if you have something to add.
Okay.
So the second question is, what's your definition of success?
My definition of success is living in the present, and in that present moment, using, your essence, your gift, your quiet inner power to create something that is good and of worth and that raises the vibration on our earth. Because I think when you raise the vibration in your own heart and then in other people's hearts, we lift up the human vibration.
Yes.
That lifts up the earth's vibration. It's kind of like if the moon has the power to suck the water,
no
from the
kidding.
ocean,
Like, hello.
then don't we, I don't know, it feels as though we have the power to sort of
I agree. Yeah, I love that. Suck the wine from the ocean. I was thinking that when you say the line, create your day, rather than having your day create you, that's kind of the being in the present. And that's why I wondered if you even felt, but good for you for digging deeper. Awesome. All right. Last of the 3 questions everyone's answered. Given what you said as your definition of leadership and what you said as your definition of success, obviously they don't know what I'm going to ask before.
I have no idea.
Great? That's
feel
great
like we
thing.
just met,
yeah,
so I don't even know what.
So awesome. Okay, so what would be the path? So you kind of answered that. In your success, you're going to have to dig even deeper. So the path to success for someone, given those definitions, that's looking to you for advice, or you just want to share your path. Either is fine.
The path to success. Well, I really think that we all come here with a passion, with a gift, if you will. And we spend a lot of our earlier years finding that gift, sort of recognizing what it is that really makes us, have the hair raise up on our arms, and and gives us like this clear vision of something that we just are motivated to go towards. So the path to success, I believe, is, again, leaning into your gift and understanding that when you act as if, when you begin it by taking whether a small step or a great leap, when you dream big, when you use your imagination, when you live in gratitude, when you let the music lift you, when you all these things, and when you leap with love, and by the way, when you laugh while you leap.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta laugh. Laughing.
All of those things ignite, I believe, a quiet power, in the universe to help you get to where you want to go. And so I think the road to success really starts with all of those points that I just made.
I agree. Wallace D. Wattles wrote a book in the 1800s that's just kind of phenomenal. And he calls it the thinking stuff because he didn't have the words law of attraction. So his language is much different, right? But I remember stumbling across this book and going, so they knew all this stuff way back then. And every time a new generation is born, we erase the record and we say, figure it out. It's really not cool. I love that you have the word act in there, because I remember one time being told I was stepping into multi-level marketing. I have my 8 kids. I'm like a single mom. They're all disabled. I'm like, help. So I thought, well, I'll sell Amway. And because didn't everybody sell Amway? And I got the best piece of advice. I stopped selling Amway because I wasn't selling it anyway. I was buying it. It was costing me.
Right.
But what he said was, just do something every day. You live long enough, it adds up.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's it, right? If you stay in your center, like you were saying, if you take your leap of faith and you just act as if. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Say your website one more time.
www.janieliday.com. It's Jan as in Nancy, IE, Liday, LID as in Delta, EY.com.
Very nice.
And I've got some great music samples and different things for people to kind of listen to and read. So come visit me.
And be motivated.
Yes.
And do it in a beautiful way so that you can go out there and help people and change the world. I'm Lynette Louise, the Brain Broad, and this has been the Virtual Summit Seeking the Path.